I in the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And off scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back once again to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA. I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me tonight as we get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, everything in television, movies, reviews, non-spoiler movie reviews. You come right here to Am I on the Air? On a week-to-week basis so we can get you caught up. It's season 26, it's episode 15, and tonight's show is titled, With the Maggots Now. And we're going to be breaking down the news from April 19th through April 25th. So you guys ready? Let's strap on in and let's get her going. We're going to start, of course, with the non-spoiler movie reviews. I have several to talk about here tonight. I got actually 4 movies. So it was a busy weekend. And I'm going to start things off with Evil Dead Rise. That's right, the new biggest release of the weekend. And I've been very excited about this movie. Very excited. I'm a big fan of the Evil Dead franchise. Of course, love those Sam Raimi movies, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. I was a big fan of Ash vs. the Evil Dead when it was on Starz a couple of years ago. That was a great show. We had the reboot, which now we come to find out is, kind of a sequel. It takes place in the same world, but we had that Evil Dead that came out, I believe in like 2013. And then now we have Evil Dead Rise, which once again takes place in the same world, but it's a different chapter. It's a different book. They talk about in this movie that there's 3 books of the dead, the Necronomicons. And I come to find out from the director that when they said there were 3 books, they were talking about 1 book for the Sam Raimi movies, 1 book for the 2013 film, and then a book for this one. So very interesting, because I did not know that until I saw that interview. And this is the inspiration for tonight's show title, because one of my favorite lines in this movie is when the mom gets possessed and the kids are like, "Mom?" And she goes, "Mommy's with the maggots now." I just love it, man. It's creepy as all hell, and that stuck with me. So, Mommy's with the maggots now. And I had to go with that for the show title, right, guys? But this one here, man, so, it's a very simple premise. We have a family, we have 2 sisters, we got some kids, and there's an earthquake, and the kids find kind of this hidden treasure trove under the building, and they come across the book, right? And you know what book I'm talking about. And of course, the kids make the dumb decision to bring the book into the apartment, open it up, read some stuff, and all hell breaks loose. And that's as far as I'll go into it, right? But we got demons, we got all crazy shit, right? So this movie here, I absolutely loved. I'm a big fan for gore. I just really am. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is inside me, right? Because I'd probably throw up if I saw somebody bleeding on the street. But in these movies, I'm like, yeah, more blood, give it to me. There's just something about gore that I like. Like when I see a PG-13 horror movie, I always feel like something's missing. But when we get a hard R horror movie that really doesn't hold back at, doing the things that we want, right? Seeing limbs get removed, seeing heads ripped off, seeing brains, seeing guts, seeing all kinds of torture and pain. Even though sometimes you got to look away, you're like, I kind of want to one eye keep looking at it because it's so crazy. This movie gives you all of it. I thought the cast and crew were amazing in this one. Alyssa Sutherland, who plays the mommies with the maggots now, she was so amazing in this. Lily Sullivan, who plays Beth, her sister, fantastic. Really, all the kids, great. I mean, I really enjoyed what we got here. And like I said, this movie really just takes place inside an apartment building with very limited characters, but the suspension, the tense, the drama, everything that builds up here is amazing. And I think the payoff was great. I like the way it ties some stuff in. This movie kicks off with a bang and ends with a bang. So, the end of the day, guys, I highly recommend this, man. If you can watch that Red Band trailer and you're like, yo, that looks pretty good, you're going to love this movie. I guarantee it. But if you watch that Red Band trailer and you're like, yo, that's too much for me, then don't watch it because this movie is a bunch. It is a bunch. Like I said, not the greatest script in the world, not the greatest story, but who cares? Because it's horror, baby. And as long as you bring the gore, as long as you bring the frights, as long as you bring the scares, that's all we want in a movie like this. And Evil Dead Rise brings it. So, very happy to report 4 out of 5 stars. Loved Evil Dead Rise. Okay, so I finally got a chance to go see Air. This is the Ben Affleck directed movie about the discovery, the creation of the Nike Air Jordans, right? Discover the game-changing partnership between a then undiscovered Michael Jordan and Nike's fledgling basketball division, which revolutionized the world of sports and culture with the Air Jordan brand. So I knew this movie would be good because it has a great cast. But when I heard they were making this movie, I was scratching my head at the same time, right? I'm like, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon want to make a movie about Air Jordans. And I'm like, how powerful could that story be? How big could that story be that that's something we need to make? Well, it's a pretty damn good story. So Matt Damon plays Sonny Vaccaro, who works for Nike, right? Ben Affleck is Phil Knight, who runs Nike, and they basically are doing pretty good, right? Nike's not struggling, but they do good in running shoes. They do good in, racing shoes, soccer shoes, everyday kind of shoes, but not basketball, right? They're getting their ass kicked by Adidas and by Converse, and they're just like, we don't know what we're going to do with this basketball division. So they're trying to make their mark. And Sonny Vaccaro, played by Matt Damon, is like, yo, we got this guy up and coming, Michael Jordan. I think he's going to be the hot new thing. Let's put all our money in on him, right? And of course, the cast and crew were like, yo, dude, like, I don't know, man. You don't want to paste all your money just on one guy. And he's like, I think we should, dude. Let's put everything into it. Let's give him the shoe that he wants. And let's do it. Let's see if we can get him, right? And at this time, Michael Jordan was ready to sign with Adidas. He had Converse as a backup. He did not want Nike. So they had to really win him over, man. You got Matt Damon, you got Ben Affleck, you got Jason Bateman, you got Chris Tucker, Marlon Wayans pops up. Like, it's a great, great cast and crew. And of course, you got Viola Davis, who plays Michael Jordan's mom, Dolores Jordan. And she is phenomenal, right? And you see the negotiation, you see the love for her son, and you see how we don't want to take advantage of him. And how this story plays out, fantastic. What an amazing movie. What an amazing story that I didn't think I'd get from a story about a shoe, right? So I can't speak highly enough for it. I hope there's some awards nominations for this movie down the road because I think Matt Damon truly deserves an Oscar off this film. I thought he did phenomenal. I could see Viola Davis getting an Oscar nomination off this film. She did so well. I love Ben Affleck in this. I love Jason Bateman in this. Chris Tucker was great in this. It was a really, really good movie, man, and I highly recommend you guys check out Air. This is from Amazon Studios, so I believe it'll be hitting Prime Video probably within the next 30 days. But if you can see it in the theater, might as well go do it. So I would give Air 4 out of 5 stars as well. I really, really enjoyed this one. Okay. My third movie is another brand new one that just came out this weekend. This time we're going to streaming. It's an Apple TV Plus original, Ghosted. Now, Ghosted is directed by Dexter Fletcher. So, he's been making some good stuff lately, so I was on board. I remember when they were putting this movie together, and we reported about it here on this show. Originally, it was Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson, and then Scarlett Johansson had to bow out for scheduling conflicts, and they got Ana de Armas. So, hey, man, if you're going to take out Scarlett Johansson and you're going to put in an Ana de Armas, I'm all good, right? We got one A plus for another A plus. I'm good with that. And I joked to my wife. I said, "Yo, this is our movie right here, right?" My wife loves Chris Evans. I love Ana de Armas, so I was like, "Here's our dream, movie right here where we both get a little something, something." And this one here, I knew from the trailer. I'm like, this is gonna be a pretty typical kind of romance action comedy. Little reminded me a little bit of like the what was it? The Lost City that came out last year with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Kind of in that vein, right? But in this one here, I kind of like the twist on the tail, right? You have Chris Evans meeting Ana de Armas, going out on a date, really having a great time, and he falls for her. And then all of a sudden, she's gone, right? She's ghosted him, hence the title of the movie. You're getting ghosted, bro. And he's upset. He's like, yo, I thought we really had something. And he finds out that she is in Paris. So he gets kind of conned into it by his family to be like, hey, it'd be really romantic if you just popped up and surprised her. So he goes over to find her. Lo behold, uh, he gets kidnapped and they think he is a spy. Of course, he's not. And who saves him? Ana de Armas, because she's the spy, and that's the big twist, right? And you see this in the trailer. I'm not spoiling anything. She is the tax man is the code name that they give her. And of course, there's Adrian Brody. He's got the thing that she wants, and it's a typical. She works for the CIA, and blah blah blah. But it's a romantic comedy action comedy where now she's like, yo, what the hell, you crazy, like, you don't follow me over here, and now you messed up with my job. And they go on this chase, they go on this action adventure as she's trying to recoup this device, and he gets pulled in along for the ride. But I like, this is Captain America, right? We all know he can hold his own, but I like that he's kind of the damsel in distress in this movie, right? And she's the one constantly saving him. I thought that was really cool. There's some really cool cameos in this movie. I won't spoil them, but several times people pop up and you're like, yo, right? And they're cameos. They're not in there very long, but I thought that was a really cool wink wink to the audience. I thought it was really cool stuff, kind of having different faces pop up throughout the film. Overall, did this movie change my life? No, it didn't. Overall, was it something new? No, it wasn't. Honestly, this movie is very cookie cutter. It very much is. It is a paint by numbers romance action comedy that you've probably seen done a million times, right? But this one works. It does work because it's Chris Evans and it's Ana de Armas, and a movie is only as good as its leads. And I thought that they carried it very well. Even though you kind of know where it's going, even though nothing was crazy amazing, you just had a good time with it. And I think it being a streaming movie, I was kicking back, I was relaxing, I was watching, and I had a really good time with it. So kill me. I know some people are hating on this one. I think it's just what you put into it, right? Like, it depends on your connection with the leads. I like the leads, so it makes me like the movie even more. I like the way it was shot. There were things I would have definitely done differently, but at the end of the day, I had a fun time with it. So I would definitely recommend it. And I would give Ghosted 3 out of 5 stars. It was a very solid movie on that portion there. All right. And my fourth and final movie is one that came out a couple months ago. I didn't get a chance to see it in theaters, so I finally got a chance to check it out. And it's Guy Ritchie's movie, Operation Fortune. This is the Jason Statham movie that has Aubrey Plaza, Josh Hartnett, Hugh Grant, Carrie Ells, Eddie Marsan. So pretty strong cast here. Special Agent Orson Fortune and his team of operatives recruit one of Hollywood's biggest movie stars to help them on an undercover mission when the sale of deadly new weapons technology threatens to disrupt the world order. So this movie here, I want to say it again, cookie cutter, right? It's very cookie cutter, but it's another fun one, man. Like, it's hard to go wrong with a Jason Statham kind of action movie, especially with Guy Ritchie. Now, Guy Ritchie and Jason Statham did a movie a couple years ago called Wrath of Man that I absolutely loved. It was awesome.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm James Lovino, and I'm here to tell you about Alternate Sides, a movie podcast with a twist. I've worked in the film business for 2 decades, but I haven't actually seen that many movies, and this has been driving my frequent collaborator, Sam, a self-confessed film snob, crazy. So every week, while he's stuck in his car trying to avoid getting a parking ticket, thanks to New York City's alternate side parking regulations, we discuss a classic film I've finally just gotten around to seeing. Alternate Sides, a new podcast about movies, parking, and a 25-year friendship, wherever you get your podcasts.
This movie is no Wrath of Man. So let me start right there. You can kind of tell why it kind of like, this movie was supposed to come out last year and it got pushed back for really no reason and then just kind of quietly came out in March and no one saw it. So I can understand. The weird thing about this movie, and I messaged my boy Friggins when I was watching it because he really liked this movie. And I said, is it just me or does the movie like look like a TV show? And he agreed with me. He was like, yeah, you know what? Now thinking about it, I think it does. I'm watching this movie and just the way it was filmed, the way they talked, the way it was shot, it really came off like a TV show. I could have seen this being an HBO Max show. Take the movie, cut it up into a little 6-episode show. It would have made sense. It comes off very much like a television show. This was a weird style for Guy Ritchie. But you have your usual players in here, like a Josh Hartnett, like a Hugh Grant, of course, a Jason Statham, right? And Aubrey Plaza was fantastic in this, by the way. Overall, at the end of the day, it's not the greatest film. I probably won't even watch this movie again, but I had a good time with it, and it was a decent one-time watch. So I would give Operation Fortune 3 out of 5 stars as well. All right, moving on over to television. Got a couple new things that I checked out. Number one, I checked out the new Prime Video show, The Power. Saw the trailer, thought it looked really interesting, and this one here is about across the world, teenage girls are experiencing a strange sensation beneath their collarbones, a tingling in their hands, and sudden jolts of electricity sparking from their fingers. This new power is an agent of both liberation and destruction. So basically, girls around the world, all of a sudden, when they're getting mad, they're getting angry, they're getting flustered, this electricity starts shooting from their fingers. Now, I've only watched the first episode, so it's a lot of people they introduce different girls, and it's different girls figuring out that they have this power and where it's going to go. I thought the trailer was really good. It looks like it's going to get really heated up as we move along. The first episode, I would say, is just so-so. It has its moments, but I wasn't in love with it. But I'm curious to give it like the good 3-episode rule, and kind of see where it takes me and where it goes. Because like I said, I really did like the trailer, so I'm going to give it its fair shake. Toni Collette's in this one, John Leguizamo. Let's see here. Toheeb Jamal, who a lot of people recognize from Ted Lasso. He's in this as well, too. So, let's see, man. Let's see how this one plays out. But The Power, I believe most episodes are out now on Prime Video. It started a couple weeks ago. And another new show I checked out was Jury Duty. Now, this one here, I never thought I'd watch anything on Freevee, but I found myself on Freevee this weekend watching this show, Jury Duty. Now, many, many, many years ago, probably late 90s, early 2000s, there was a show called The Joe Schmo Show. And it was a reality show that was basically a big prank show. Joe Schmo was a random guy that they hired to be in this like real world scenario, right? Like the real world show. But everyone else on the show was an actor, and it was all fake, all for this one guy. They put him in situations, they had crazy things going on, and at the end they were like, haha, we got you. Like this has been fake the whole time. That's what Jury Duty reminds me of. Basically, this is about one guy getting selected to go on a jury, and everyone involved is an actor. the judge, all the jurors, everything. They're all actors. And the funny thing is, too, is they even have a celebrity in their mix because James Marsden is selected for jury duty, and he's a part of the crew with them throughout this thing. So it's really funny because he plays himself, but he plays kind of a cocky Hollywood asshole version of himself where he's all about him and his money and everything. It's great. He's so good in it. And I love it. This show is hilarious. So it's 8 episodes. I've already watched 5. Very easy to binge. They're only half-hour episodes, but they're going through this case and it's so stupid. And this poor guy is so nice and he's trying to, do his civil justice here, but everybody's just messing with him on this thing. So check out Jury Duty if you get a chance. It's free. It's on Freevee, which is, of course, if you're like, what the fuck's a Freevee? Freevee is an app. It used to be IMDb TV. They became Freevee last year. It's owned by Amazon Prime, and yeah, it's on there. It's a Freevee original, so check that out. I can't wait to watch the rest of it. And then real quick, just wanted to shout out the show From is back for season 2 over on MGM Plus. I got into From just a couple months ago and watched the first season and really liked it. So I already watched the first episode of season 2 off with a bang. Can't wait to see where this season takes us. And then lastly, Mandalorian season 3 is officially wrapped. Awesome season, man. I know there's been some hate. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people really like the finale, some people didn't. I thought the finale was excellent. I thought the whole series was excellent. There was a couple episodes I could have probably done without, or things could have been shifted, tightened up a little bit. But overall, I had a blast with this season. I thought it was awesome. I love the way it ended, and I thought it was great. So if you've been waiting to binge Mandalorian season 3, now's your time. All episodes are available. So there you guys go. I know 20 minutes of breaking down some reviews here, so lots to talk about. Let's recap real quick. Evil Dead Rise, now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. Air, now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. Ghosted on Apple TV Plus, 3 out of 5 stars. Operation Fortune, available on VOD to rent or buy, 3 out of 5 stars. Over on TV, we got Jury Duty over on Freevee, The Power on Prime Video, Mandalorian Season 3 on Disney Plus, and From Season 2 on MGM Plus. So there you guys go. That's what we got on the review side. Let's talk box office. Coming in at number 10, it's Suzumi. Number 9 is Beau is Afraid. Number 8 is Renfield. Number 7 is The Pope's Exorcist. Number 6 is Dungeons and Dragons. Number 5 is Air. Number 4 is John Wick Chapter 4. Number 3 is Guy Ritchie's new movie. We just talked about Operation Fortune, but he did drop a new movie this weekend called The Covenant. It was with Jake Gyllenhaal. This movie is a kind of a war movie. Didn't look up my alley, so I did not want to see it. I know my boy Friggin saw it. He absolutely loved it. So there's my mini review for him. So he suggests you go check it out. But that came in at number 3. Number 2 is Evil Dead Rise, bringing in $23.5 million. Big debut. Far away from that Covenant movie, which only made $6 million in its opening weekend. So number 3 is a $6 million movie with The Covenant. Number 2, an almost $24 million movie with Evil Dead Rise, surpassing expectations. And number 1, once again, for the 3rd week in a row, it's the Super Mario Brothers movie, making that money, son. Another $58 million to be exact. So there is your box office. And now we'll switch gears. We'll get into our news of the week and get you caught up here with all the latest and greatest. So Martin Scorsese has officially locked his cut of Killers of the Flower Moon, and we can reveal that the final runtime will be 3 hours and 26 minutes. So 3.5 hours, baby, for that next Martin Scorsese movie, Killers of the Flower Moon with Leonardo DiCaprio. We found out that the new Godzilla and Kong movie is officially coming. The MonsterVerse continues. Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, that's what it's called. It's going to be hitting theaters on March 15th, 2024. So very excited. I know we're still about a year away, but I'm excited, man. I'm a sucker for these movies. The New Empire, I see new creatures. They put out a very small little teaser for this, and I hate to even say a teaser because this isn't even anything from the movie. It's just a little graphic that kind of shows you it's coming. But yes, Godzilla X Kong, not versus anymore, and The New Empire is the subtitle. So there you go, March 15th, 2024. All right, you Twilight fans, are you ready? Because they're making a TV show. That's right, Twilight is getting a TV series that is in the works based on Stephanie Meyer's best-selling books. So it is an early development, so we don't have much info other than that they're putting it together. So there you go. Insidious. You guys ready for the next chapter? Because Insidious, what is this, 4, 5 at this point? I don't even know. It's called Insidious the Red Door. I'm not a fan of this franchise. They lost me with this movie. Didn't like any of them. But yes, the next one is coming in July. So Insidious the Red Door. We got some more news up about Jonathan Majors. I don't want to spend more time. Remember, I'm not about controversy. So supposedly more people have brought up abuse allegations. He's been dropped from other projects. We already talked about his people that represent him have dropped him, his agency. Still nothing from the MCU, but yeah, lots of stuff going on with Jonathan Majors. So check out that article if you'd like to know more. The new Fast X trailer has dropped and it's fantastic. I'm so excited for Fast X, guys. I think all the marketing has been great for this movie. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be amazing. And this new trailer is great. Not as good as the first trailer, but really, really solid. So check that out. Let's see here. So Fast and Furious 11. Yes, they are doing one more. So we know we talked about this before. They always considered 10 and 11 to kind of be their Infinity War and Endgame, right? That they were going to do a 2-part kind of finale. And they have now officially announced that Louis Leterrier, who did Fast X, who directed that, is going to come back and do the next one as well, too, to wrap up the franchise. So congratulations there. Good to hear, because it means that they're really happy with his work on Fast X, that they would bring him back to do the final movies. So very, very cool. Got an article up with James Gunn talking more about his Superman legacy and the production details, so check that out if you are interested. We have the trailer for Assassin Club, which shows Henry Golding battling some assassins, so check that out. Deadpool 3's Wolverine will be a divergence from the X-Men movies. That's right. Ryan Reynolds said that they are looking to do a little something different when it comes to Logan in their film. So he's not exactly the same version from those movies, so they could go a little wonker. I bet you he's going to have the suit, man. He's going to have the mask. He's going to have everything. It's going to be great. So I'm very excited about Deadpool 3. Courtney B. Vance is set to play Cobra Bubbles in the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie that they're putting together. And I just want to say, there's been some fake AI art on Stitch that has been hitting the internet, and a lot of people are running with it and like yelling at Disney and being like, how dare you ruin my childhood, and how dare you make this Stitch. Guys, calm down and check your facts first. That picture is not Stitch. They haven't started making this movie. They haven't created Stitch yet. There is no picture of Stitch. So the amount of people I've seen in the last couple of days post that same picture, and I even saw a second picture of a little blue creature on a beach that looks stupid as fuck. And everybody was like, I can't believe this is what Disney's doing. Stop falling for this shit. You know? It's like Friggins when he had his little Constantine 2 poster the other day. Shit's fake, guys. Stop sharing fake shit. Okay. I just gotta give him shit. But you'd be surprised, dude. Like when I'm going through my Facebook feed, the amount of fake posters and news that people post on their feed with excitement, like, yo, I'm so excited this is happening. And then I have to be the one to burst the bubble to be like, this is fake, son. Like, take this off your feed because it's not true. It just sucks because I hate to see people bummed at something they're excited about, and the news and the pictures and everything's going around is fake. So, check your facts, look into it a little bit, or fact check it with me. I'll tell you the truth. So there you go. Jenny Slate is set to star in a new horror film about a possessed meditation app. Yeah, that's what it says. Horror film about a possessed meditation app. It's going to be called Mindful. I love Jenny Slate, so we'll check it out just for her. We found out that Becky 2, yes, there is a sequel to the movie Becky. Becky 2, The Wrath of Becky, is getting a May theatrical release date. I can't believe this is even getting a theatrical release date. It's crazy. Star Trek Section 31, the movie, which is something we talked about a while back. This movie is a part of a planned Phase 2 That's over at Paramount Plus for Star Trek. So there you go. We have the first full trailer for Arnold Schwarzenegger's new series, FUBAR. That's right. I don't like the title, but I do like this trailer. I love Arnold. I'm a sucker for Arnold. Heroes don't retire, they reload. That's right. Get to the chopper. Arnold doing his first ever TV show where he plays a retired secret agent. And of course, his daughter is a new agent with the company. He doesn't even know it until he shows up to help with a gig. And then it's, him and his daughter fighting that crime, son, for the CIA. It's funny, man. It's an action comedy, and I thought the trailer was really, really cute. I hate the name FUBAR, but I like this trailer. It premieres May 25th on Netflix. Definitely be checking this one out. The show Dear Edward has officially been canceled at Apple TV Plus. The Good Doctor has been renewed for season 7 over at ABC. Netflix has canceled the entire Bling Empire franchise in one fell swoop. That's right, everything gone. The White Lotus, Natasha Rothwell is returning for season 3, but as who? Will she be playing Belinda or a new character? You'll have to check out the article to find out. We have the trailer for Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Season 2 trailer, so check that out. Love Strange New Worlds, great, great show. So check that out on Paramount Plus if you haven't. We have the trailer for Big Bad Mastermind Spy. That's right. This is the trailer starring Sydney Sweeney. It's a true story about a reality winner. So check that out. It premieres Monday, May 29th over on HBO. We have the trailer for High Desert. Patricia Arquette battles bad guys and herself in a new dark comedy. So check this out. It's coming out to Apple TV Plus. Paramount Plus is boosting its Korean content slate with original dramas A Bloody Lucky Day and Queen Wu. The Indian Ray Donovan remake, Rana Naidu, has been renewed for a second season over on Netflix. So congratulations. That's pretty awesome there. National Treasure, The Edge of History, the Disney Plus show, canceled. That's right. I was going to watch this show. Now I will not. So this is another show that's going to make me feel a little bit bad because I wanted to watch it and I didn't and it got canceled. I know it's always my fault. So I'm sorry that the National Treasure TV show couldn't do it without me. But National Treasure Edge of History has been canceled at Disney Plus. The live-action Lilo and Stitch cast has added the Stitch actor, which is going to be the guy who does it in the animated movies. Congratulations, that's awesome. And Zach Galifianakis, who was the first person signed to the movie, they revealed that he's playing the scientist. So makes sense, and I like it. John Boyega reportedly coming back for the new Star Wars movie with Daisy Ridley. Don't hold me to this. I know there's conflicting reports. Some say he hates Star Wars and he'll never return. I think he's made peace with them. I think, if this movie's taking place 15 years later, I truly believe that Finn would be a Jedi at this point and be kicking some ass with some lightsabers. So I'm hoping John Boyega will return because I like Finn. I like that character. So we'll see if it comes to fruition. But right now it is reported. We have some set photos for Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel. So check that out. A Girls Just Want to Have Fun remake is in the works from Elizabeth Banks. So yes, she's going to be developing the remake of the 80s movie. Adam Driver reportedly offered the MCU Reed Richards role in the Fantastic Four. This one here is gaining momentum. It is no longer just a rumor. This sounds like it is almost a done deal that he's maybe in final negotiations. I don't know how I feel about it. I think he'll be a good Reed Richards, but at the same time, I kind of rather have him as Dr. Doom. I don't really see him fully as Reed. I see him as Doom. So I don't know. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. I still want Krasinski to come back. So hopefully they'll surprise us when we find out. Maybe he did get an offer, but it is for Dr. Doom and we're just all off. But we'll see. But if he plays Reed Richards, I'll still be down. I think he could play that role pretty good. We got an article up with Bruce Campbell talking about future Evil Dead movies, which he says they are looking to make them more frequently, and that Sam Raimi is writing a series Bible that will show you everything about each movie, all the Easter eggs and everything that comes together for the universe. So that's awesome. We have the full trailer for American Born Chinese, which is coming to Disney Plus on May 24th. Looks like a pretty fun show. This is from the director of Shang-Chi, so love that. Lupin Part 3 coming to Netflix the fall of 2023. Dave Filoni says that his Star Wars movie will draw from Revenge of the Sith as inspiration. So, love Revenge of the Sith, so I'm down with that. Got another article up with James Gunn commenting on Guardians of the Galaxy 4, ideas he's had, working with the Russo brothers. Pretty interesting article to check that out. Venom 3 starting to cast, and they just added Ted Lasso star Juno Temple. Sorry, saying things too fast sometimes. Juno Temple has been landed a key lead role against Tom Hardy in Venom 3. So that's pretty awesome there. Paramount says that the Warner Brothers owes them roughly $52 million for those South Park streaming rights. Woo! So yeah, that lawsuit continues to develop. We have the teaser trailer for Lessons in Chemistry. This is Brie Larson's new Apple TV Plus drama that she's doing, so check that out. Netflix has ordered from the creators of Stranger Things a new sci-fi series that they've been working on. That's right. Stranger Things creators Matt and Ross Duffer are developing a new sci-fi drama titled The Burrows, and it will be coming to Netflix. Queer, the new movie being put together, has added Drew Starkey to the Luca Guadagnino movie that he's putting together. Jagged Mine is coming soon over on Hulu. It's a new time loop thriller. James Gunn says he is excited and relieved over all the Superman Legacy casting choices that he's seen. So it looks like he's very excited about that. Iron Lung is a new horror movie that's been announced. Transformers the Animated Movie has confirmed that it will be an origin story. That's right. The Transformers Animated Movie plot coming from the 2024 animated movie will be an origin story mainly centered around Optimus and Megatron. Scarlett Johansson shoots down Black Widow return. She says that chapter is over. And they all say that to that boop. That truck with all that money comes backing up to the house, son. The movie Rust with Alec Baldwin has officially resumed production after 18-month hiatus. I can't believe they're finishing this film, man. Good luck on that. All right, guys, Disney Plus getting some Spider-Man love. They're going to be adding Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 from Sam Raimi. They're going to be adding Spider-Man Homecoming, The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and Venom 1, all coming to Disney Plus within the next month. So that'd be pretty cool to have some Spider-Man there over on Disney Plus. A lot of people have been waiting for that. Nick Cassavetes, his new action thriller starring Micah Monroe and Jamie Foxx, is getting a theatrical release. Some thought it might go straight to streaming, but it looks like it will go theatrical. The movie is officially titled God is a Bullet. Pretty Little Liars reboot is starting to film season 2. And they have an actress from the original Pretty Little Liars. I can't tell you who it is, but you can read it if you like. No spoilers. The Wheel of Time is announcing some new castings for season 2. Station 19 has been renewed for season 7 over at ABC. Ted Lasso's Hannah Waddingham is set to headline an Apple TV Plus Christmas special. That'd be pretty cool. Brandon Skellner is set to star alongside Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni in the film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's bestselling novel, It Ends With Us. Let me see here. Juno Temple we talked about. Sorry, give me one sec. Sherlock Holmes 3. A lot of people always ask me, what do you know about Sherlock Holmes 3? This movie should already be done. That's what I know about it. But supposedly, this movie remains a priority for Robert Downey Jr. That's right. Susan Downey, his wife, says that it is a very high priority for him. They just want to get the time. They want to get the right director in line. They want to get the right story in line. Everything needs to come together, and they'll make it. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see here. Super Mario Brothers, the movie, passed $800 million globally. So congratulations there, man. Mario keeps hitting it. About to cross that $1 billion mark, son, the next week or two. The other two, season 3 trailers, so check that out, coming soon to Max. Fatal Attraction premiering on Paramount Plus on April 30th. I am down for this one. I can't wait. Heartstopper Season 2 coming to Netflix very soon. 2 post-credit scenes on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, so make sure you stick around as always. Arnold Schwarzenegger said to star in a new action thriller called Breakout. We have a new poster for The Witcher Season 3. Make sure you check that out. Gwyneth Paltrow talking about Pepper Potts' MCU future. She says, hey, if they invite me, I'll come back. But she also thinks she might be done with the MCU. But she said it's always just a phone call away. And that's what I assume, especially for a character like Pepper Potts. They'll give her a call at some point. Supposedly, Daisy Ridley will not be the lead of that Star Wars movie that they're making. She is just part of the ensemble. So it is not a Rey-focused movie. So just about the Jedis. We got some. So right now going on in Vegas is CinemaCon, and CinemaCon is always big because that's where we find out news about a lot of different things, right? It's where the studios come and they show new trailers and they talk about the movies they have coming out. So we got a lot of articles up as we get into CinemaCon, and it will continue throughout the week. Sony did their stuff yesterday, and they revealed some of the first look footage of the Ghostbusters sequel that they're doing. They showed some stuff for the Equalizer 3, which then this morning, the Red Band trailer dropped, and it's fantastic. Can't wait for the Equalizer 3. Make sure you check out that trailer. They showed a whole bunch of stuff for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They showed the first footage from Kraven the Hunter, and supposedly it was ultra-violent footage, and confirmed that the movie will be rated R. So very, very cool there. And that the Rhino is actually going to be the villain in the movie. So we're getting an R-rated Kraven the Hunter, which is pretty awesome. They also teased first footage for Bad Boys 4, Napoleon, Gran Turismo. So all very, very cool. Christina Hodson and Oren Uziel are set to pen the script for the Fast and Furious 11. So bringing in some heavy hitters there for that last script, which I love. We talked about that Breakout movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's making his return to action movies. And this one's from the Expendables director. So looking forward to seeing what they do with that. The first reactions have come out for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. A lot of people comparing it to the best movie since Endgame. That the Marvel's back with this one, that the action's awesome, the humor's awesome. All big thumbs up for Guardians 3. I love that. In some sad news, Len Goodman, the longtime Dancing with the Stars judge, passed away at the age of 78. I think he was just stepping down as a judge going into this new season. So very sad to hear at 78 years old. And our thoughts and prayers are with him and his friends and family. Okay, Netflix is looking to end Big Mouth and Human Resources, so their next seasons will be their last. Truth Be Told has been canceled over at Apple. I really like season 1. Season 2 dropped off. Never watched season 3, so see, I caused another cancellation. Sorry. House of the Dragon is adding some more casting, so make sure you check that out. See if some of your favorite people has signed on. Over on the news side, I don't pay attention to Fox News, but hey, Tucker Carlson's out and Don Lemon's out. So there you go. Some big names getting let go yesterday over on the news. Friday Night Lights vets Connie Britton and Jesse Plemons are reuniting with Robert De Niro for a new Netflix series called 0 Day. Lizzie Kaplan and Joan Allen are also joining the cast. So very cool there. That's a big cast right there. Like I said, Big Mouth will wrap up after season 8. Gabrielle Union is set to topline a new murder mystery in the works over at Amazon Prime. Nick Pizzolatto's Amazon Western that he's been working on is going to be refashioned as The Magnificent Seven. It will be a TV series that will be hitting the streamer, so there you go. Equalizer, like I said, Red Band trailer dropped. We have it up on our Twitter page. It's going to hit theaters September 1st. It's awesome. Make sure you check that out. Scream 6 also hit digital today on Paramount Plus. You can buy it, you can rent it, but you can watch it for free if you have Paramount Plus. So make sure you check that out. The new movie Champions, which came out just a month ago, with Woody Harrelson. It looked really cute, but not a kind of movie I wanted to run to the theater to see. That's going to be hitting Peacock this Friday, so make sure you check out Champions. I know I will be as well. So lots of stuff hitting streaming. We got the new poster for The Flash, which looks awesome, and then right after that poster dropped, the new trailer dropped, and woo, baby! I love this new trailer. I'm so excited for this movie, guys. So excited. It hits theaters June 16th. Flash looks incredible. We also have the Japanese trailer for The Flash because it shows a lot more footage. So make sure you check that out because it's awesome. So going back to CinemaCon, Warner Brothers did their thing. They showed Aquaman 2 trailer. We found out that Mackenzie Davis is joining the Blumhouse horror remake Speak No Evil. The Frasier sequel series, Perry Gilpin will be reprising her role from the original show. The Conjuring 4 is officially coming, the next Ed and Lorraine Warren movie. And we have an official title. Conjuring 4 is going to be called The Conjuring Last Rites. So there you go there on that. We got some details on the new Agatha Coven of Chaos TV show. Patty Lupone, who had joined the show, says she is a witch. No shit. Of course she's a witch. I'm sorry. That's just what I expected. They also previewed at CinemaCon the first trailer for Wonka, which I heard blew the roof off. Everybody was really excited about that. And it showed that Hugh Grant is going to be playing an Oompa Loompa in it. So there you go. Rise of the Beast. We got some new posters for the new Transformers movie, and the new trailer is going to drop within the next week. So that is exciting right there. Brian Cox is joining Amazon's James Bond competition series that they're doing. Flash reactions have hit, calls the superhero movie epic, praises the film's incredible action, humor, and heart. I might actually do a quick bite going over all these reactions because there's some really good stuff going down, man. A lot of people saying this is one of the best comic book movies ever made, and it just continues to get me so excited, man, that everyone kills it, dude. Ezra Miller, Sasha as Supergirl, of course, Michael Keaton coming back as Batman, Ben Affleck, everybody's awesome in this, so that's awesome to hear. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the opening sequence will feature 25 minutes of a de-aged Harrison Ford, so that's pretty cool. Over at CinemaCon, they showed the first trailer for Dune Part 2, revealed that it was shot entirely in IMAX. So we haven't seen any of the footage, but we got some descriptions up talking about these things, along with the description of the first trailer for Meg 2, The Trench. I can't wait to see a trailer for Meg 2. This movie comes out in August, and we've seen nothing from it. I heard the trailer is batshit crazy. It's over the top. It's fun, and I'm ready for it. So give me that trailer, dude. I love the Meg. We also have your first look at Vacation Friends 2. That's right, John Cena going back on vacation, and a first look at the comedy sequel that they're currently filming. Harrison Ford says the Dial of Destiny sends Indiana Jones out with a big bang. Meeting your in-laws has never been this dangerous. Pierce Brosnan, Adam Devine, Ellen Barkin, and Nina Dobrev star in The Outlaws, which is a high-stakes heist comedy that's premiering on Netflix July 7th. Speaking of Netflix, John Mulaney's new stand-up special, Baby J, is now available to stream. The Witcher season 3 at this point. They're going to break it up into 2 parts. Volume 1 will hit June 29th. Volume 2 will hit July 27th. And the first teaser dropped today. We have it up on our Twitter page. Witcher season 3 begins June 29th for part 1 there. We also have the first trailer for Conor McGregor's new documentary, McGregor Forever, which premieres on Netflix May 17th. Also on Netflix, Whitney Houston's biopic, I Wanna Dance with Somebody. I missed this one in the theater, but definitely going to be checking it out now that it's on Netflix. So definitely like to see how this story plays out for sure. And on that note, that is it, my friends. We've done it. We've done it. It's 45 minutes. I was going to maybe read some of the reactions for The Flash, but I don't want to keep you any longer. They just say it's amazing. Like I said, I think I'll do a quick bite in the next day or two, and we'll break it all down. But I'm done breaking down this news right now. I got to get on out of here. So let's do some plugs. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it. It's got the podcast. It's got links to the quick bites. It's got links to all the socials. AmIOnTheAir.com is the easiest way to do it. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Follow us on Twitter at AmIOnTheAir. Follow me on Twitter directly at DXDonMega. Make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Amazon Music. Pandora, iHeartRadio. We're on everything. So make sure you subscribe wherever you want to listen to podcasts. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Just search Am I on the Air and you can find us on any of those platforms. We got video reviews up on our TikTok. Make sure you follow us there, man. We got some really cool video reviews that I do 60 seconds and less on all the new movies that I check out. You can see those video reviews on our TikTok. I also share them on the Instagram, but I like you to follow me on TikTok. I like TikTok a lot. And let's see, our great affiliates, Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. So make sure you follow at Red Dragons Radio and at Pop Culture_Pros. And that'll do it for me on this April the 25th, 2023. I hope you all have an amazing week. I'm going to try to check out Sisu this week. This is a movie I didn't even know existed until about a month ago, and then found out that basically it's a crazy-ass John Wick type movie from the people that do John Wick. So I'm down. And I already had a friend reach out to me and tell me, you're going to love this movie. It's awesome. So I'm even more down. So maybe we'll talk about that one next week. We'll see whatever comes around. And we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Red Dragons!
Red Dragons!